from my mouth. I love you. I need you to survive. I'll pray for you. You pray for me. I love you. Need you to survive. I won't harm you with words from my mouth. I love you. I need you to survive. I pray for you. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. I am there. I am there. Where did I go? Okay. Oh, man. Good morning, Dr. Otang. Good morning, Felicia Humphrey. Good morning, Frosty After Dark. Good morning, Homesick Mac. Good morning, Auntie Ellen. Morning, Laquita. Morning, Ruby. Morning, Albert. Good morning to all of you. Thank you for coming through. We appreciate you. For real, for real, for real. Listen, I had a topic today. And I was sure that it's just like, I thought of it last night. Actually, I thought of it last week, but I had some other topics last week. But the program that you heard this morning, those were nothing. I had no idea where those songs came from. What I mean by that is I curated it last night, went through, different songs, but the way the chords progressed for those songs, the keys of those songs, it just, one key just happened to flow into the other, and I hadn't planned it that way, but it was planned. So thank you for coming through and listening today, even encouraging for the vocals. Use AI for your productivity, absolutely. And the description for this video was done half and half with AI. TubeBuddy is what I use on the YouTube side. And I believe that everyone is on YouTube today. Well, no, we have a few people from Facebook, but just absolutely appreciative of Christine. I even stuck a song in there actually for Nayeli and Ayana. If you go back to the beginning of the stream, I put in their favorite songs called In the Garden. In the Garden. So we definitely do appreciate you, each and every one of you. And what I wanted to say for you is, don't give up. Don't give up. There have been times I've been playing, and as I'm playing, I hit a button and I expect something certain to happen, and it doesn't. Like my camera being on. I knew I turned it on this morning. We will listen in the car again. All right. That's actually awesome. You can just scrub back through to the beginning. But as I was listening, there was one song where my fingers slipped and I hit a note that I didn't mean to. And I was like, oh no. But I kept going. You may hit a snag in your day, right? We always say today is the best day to have a great day because you don't have any other day. You only have today. Today is the best day to have a great day. And you can only do that if you don't give up and surround your mindset with gratitude. Listen, I am extremely grateful to be able to breathe so that I could share this message with you. Don't give up. Don't give up. And listening to the messages that I heard over the weekend, it was primarily focused on not psalms, the psalms and hymns that they sang when Jesus was coming through and he was riding on the donkey. Jesus on the donkey, riding through Jerusalem. And everyone was happy. But then on Thursday, then a few days later, they were saying, crucify him. But he didn't give up. And some of you may be facing some dire circumstances, and you don't know how you're going to make it through. Don't give up. Last story, and I'm not going to be before you long, but there is this young man. I believe it was last week. He was in a wheelchair and listening to his pastor talk. His pastor was saying, listen, there are times when we say it's going to get better, but we don't say how. And it gets better when we take action of some kind. Maybe it's inaction. Maybe you go still or you go forward. Don't go back. That's not the way. You go forward. You keep moving. He said, don't give up. And he says, I'm in a wheelchair and I'm disabled. But when you say go, if you put go in front of disabled, go disabled, go not ready, go scared, go forward. If you put go in front of disabled, as a Christian, that ought to give you hope. Even not as a Christian, you'd be like, wait, what? You go disabled? Yeah, we'll just go with that. But for the Christians, you just think go disabled. God is able. God is able. All right, that's what I'm going to say. Don't give up. your latter will be greater than the past. Don't give up. Just keep going. And as you go, we use our hands and our voice and our heart fueled by love to make lives better for those around. MLB crew, you hear that term being used. Don't give up, man. That fired me up today. So I've thought about, cutting back and just going to 2 days. And no, but I was encouraged even by Mac's comment that he's like, this was what he needed. Didn't know he needed it until he heard it. So, and I'm going to say to you who are in the audience, there is someone needing to hear your voice today. Someone needing to hear what you have to say. Your tough time may be the encouragement for someone else. Your tough time, your heartache, your trouble, even your triumph may be the catalyst for someone else's life today. So I encourage you. You have a cell phone, you have a Gmail account, you got a YouTube channel. That's it. Yes, you can work on the audio. Yes, you can work on the lighting and the cameras and stuff, but all you need to get started, cell phone and a heart wanting to say like, my story is not that interesting. Well, for me, I could have said that. I am a Trinidadian expat living in the United States. I've adopted this as kind of like my home country where my wife and kids are. It's gonna be like it's like, hey, they're here. I ain't going anywhere. And they've adopted me. My mother-in-law, father-in-law, they're like mom and dad. That's what I call them. Living, I did not know how I was gonna make it when I first came here. No money, working. I never gave up. Here I am. Right? Struggles, made mistakes. Y'all, pay your taxes. Always. Jeff and high def. Yo, don't go back to do your rich blessing every morning. Thank you, Jeff. Thank you. In figuring out, do I need to make a shift? Do you need to make a shift and in figuring out? So maybe I need to do a little bit more tech stuff. It's like, because I can tell it on how you'd get it. Because when I tell it, you get it. So, or highlight the people who do. It's like, you don't have to be the expert. That's the other thing. There are other people in your field. You interview them and gain the knowledge from them. That's one way to do it. The thumbnail for this video? I learned it last night from a video expert. You're like, David, when I look at your thumbnail, I don't know what's happening. So try this instead. Like, oh, okay. All right, we can do that. You learn from an expert in your field. That's basically the way to go. Absolutely. Um, Max says, your music and words always make my life better. Thank you, Mac. I appreciate that. And for those of you who don't know, Homesick Mac usually is live on Mondays at 3 p.m. Eastern, 9 p.m. Central European Standard. Oh man, Mac comes on late. I'm like, bro, it's too late. No, it's too late. But we do the best we can with the time that we're allotted. But thank you, Mac, for coming through at the time you do. Mondays at 3 p.m. Eastern, 2 p.m. Central. 3 Eastern, 2 p.m. 1 p.m. Mountain Time. You know, Mountain Time doesn't get a lot of love over here in the U.S. Everybody talks about Eastern, Central, and Pacific. Nobody talks about Mountain Time. So, anyway, we want to keep it a stack. But thank you, guys. Thank you, Mac. Ooh, see how that rhyme? Adrian Nass says, don't give up. Absolutely. Don't give up. Yo. Absolutely amazing. Don't give up. Go disabled. Just go. Start moving. Just start. Start telling your story because there's someone that needs to hear it. If you need any help, advice, you can get on a call. You could go on to davidhunt.link/bio. davidhunt.link/bio. It's like, wait, my mind just went whoop. Oh man. I should probably make a scene that has that in it. I don't think I have one right this second. Man. I probably could make one real quick. Or I could just put it as an overlay. Duh. Boom. There it is. Absolutely want to encourage you to keep it in line. Albert, you are savage. Albert, you are savage. Last week, Mac was on fire. He was going to pull one of Laquita and Corey's 3-hour live streams. Albert, we're not about it. No, we're not about it. And thank you, Laquita, for putting that link in there. Email, contact the musical technologist. Listen, it is what it is. I gotta turn that into a QR code because people like QR codes. It's like, you gotta make me type out the link, David. You gotta make me type it out. Oh man, so good. Family, it's been real. It's been good. It's been real good. We're gonna look for it again on Wednesday morning. We're not giving up. We're gonna keep going. Who knows whether this might have been the time for me to say, Dave, you pack it in. It's like, this ain't happening. But no, that's what we are all about. Thank you, fam, for hanging in with me today. It's like, gee, Albert, when you're hot, you're hot. You guys are wilding out in the comments today. So glad to see you all. Albert, Laquita, Adrian, and Mac, Jeff and I, Def, Christine, Dr. Oteng, for Humphrey, Frosty After Dark. Frosty After Dark, what is your name? Like, name your government. You don't have to give me the whole government. It's like Frosty After Dark. That sounds like a fad. Frosty After Dark. We know that you're permanent. You're not a fad. You're not passing and fading away. So if you can, and don't forget to do the thing, right? So we're going to keep it all together and say thank you for coming through. It's like only 2 likes. I see 7 likes, Albert. Right. I see 7 likes. Now 8. All right. Thank you so much for coming through today. Usually the comments don't really start flying till after I start talking, because then I can interact with. It's hard to interact because the interaction sometimes detracts from the evergreenness of the video. So you can come back to it if you just want, 40 minutes, 35, because Laquita was like, sing, you got to sing this song. And I was actually singing, but my mic was muted. I was like, oh, my mic is muted. And then I realized my camera wasn't really on. I looked up, I was just like, oh, there's this black frame. David, you need to stop. Grant us a musical outro, please. Hi, Rebecca, touched by yarn. Rebecca, I owe you. You are the yarn tamer, Rebecca. The yarn tamer. So good. This is the MLB crew, and we know just what to do. In our hands and our voice, making life better, it's true. With a big heart full of love, sent down from heaven above. This is for the MLB crew, and we're making life better for you. Thank you so much for coming through today. We will see you in the next video. Don't give up. Keep holding on. Ciao, y'all.